When you spend 10 to 15 hours a day over the course of 3 to 4 years researching cryptocurrency, you tend to get pretty good at spotting a hidden gem when one crosses your desk. Well, in this case, that certain circumstance happened to me about a week ago when I came across De.fi. Now, guys, I cannot stress to you enough how amazing and blown away I was with this particular project. Now, I know I get it, right? We've all heard of these things before. How amazing is this project? How amazing is that project? Well, this one is seriously a game-changing altcoin. I wouldn't be surprised it's going to be really widely spoken about in the next few months here, right? When it launches. It is an ICO phase right now. And so I want to take you through what De.fi is, particularly the fundamental aspects that make it so amazing. First of all, right, what they've done, who they've saved so far, who's backing them, and then we'll also go through the application itself, right? What it actually offers right now. It's completely free to use, so there's no reason why you shouldn't be using it. Again, especially if you are someone who uses DeFi. Why? DeFi is extremely problematic right now. As much as people like to rave on about how easy it is to use, how amazing it is, guys, I can tell you from experience, even an expert, I consider myself somewhat of an expert in navigating DeFi, you have to double and triple check everything still, right? You still end up signing up and signing your keys over to a possible website that might phish your information. Hell, Uniswap might even get hacked. Your information is always at risk in this space, not with DeFi. I'm going to tell you guys a little more about it in just a second here. So what is De.fi? Well, ultimately it is just a whole bunch of different applications, a whole bunch of assets that allow you to be a lot safer and navigate DeFi with ease. All right, so some of those such assets are a DeFi social profile. So I get it, right? Not too amazing. You get a social profile with De.fi that you can interact with other people in DeFi specifically. I get it, right? De.fi and DeFi kind of synonymous at this point, right? They also have an interactive dashboard, so you can interact with 5 centralized exchanges right now, including Binance. We'll touch on those in a second here. And any sort of non-custodial wallet across 42 networks. That's right, 42 networks they support. So again, you could have 42 different non-custodial wallets on any which network, and they aggregate it all for you. Also, it has an application where you can explore the highest yields across any of those 42 networks. It has a shield protection service to then scan applications across these networks, and of course, any which, dApp underneath these networks, to help you find the viruses first, find the scams, and avoid them. It also ranks on a score of 100 each and every single smart contract so that you know what you're buying. Also has an antivirus, Web3's first full proper DeFi antivirus. So again, it'll prevent you from, once you have your network, once you have your wallets connected, from actually falling from scams. Even if Uniswap, is hacked, for example, the official Uniswap, if your information is at risk, it'll warn you and let you know. They're also doing a few other things as well, right? First, GPT Connect and their own layer 2 network. We're not going to touch on those today. They're more bullish things for the future. But again, this is in the pipeline, so we won't really touch on it today. So let's talk more about some of these fundamental aspects that make me really bullish on the project, right? But before we do, I want to say this video is sponsored, right? So it is a sponsored video, but I have to disclose that, of course, for you guys for full transparency. But I want to say, I am extremely bullish on this project with or without a sponsorship. They reached out to me a week ago for a sponsorship, and of course, I don't sponsor with every project that crosses my desk. I get, not even kidding you, probably 100 a day. But De.fi was one that I was like instantly fell in love with. I used it, again, of course, with any new project, you're skeptical on it, use it, and that's why I'm making this video, is because I really, truly do like the project. Again, watch it the whole way through. Might be 10 minutes out of your day, but if it's going to save you and save you multiple times in the future, I mean, what the hell? Why not, right? So they are backed by the best investors in the world. Hoff Capital is an investor that was behind SpaceX and Tesla, one of those very few investors, right? We also have some S-tier crypto-specific venture capitalists as well. OKX, Hyobi Ventures, NGC, and most notably, Fembushi. Now we have some C-tier investors in here as well, Shima Capital and D Finance, but some really big ones here with NGC and Fembushi, right? So I wanted to point that out as well. We also have some very large angel investors, individual entities investing in the altcoin here. Kane, founder of Synthetics, you guys might know who that is, right? We have John over here, former Binance director. We have Kevin, the general partner at Dragonfly Capital. Dragonfly Capital is another S-tier VC firm, one of the biggest and best and most successful in the crypto space. Tyler, the ex-Huobi Global Managing Director as well. The list goes on. Guys, I mean, they're backed, right? So when you look at a project, fundamentally speaking, the investors are very important, but what they also provide you inadvertently is deeper connections to more people, right? And we'll see that in a second here. The connection with Binance has definitely paid them back, right? They are connected with Binance, and CZ over here has retweeted one of their tweets before. Now, I get it. What kind of value do you put behind a retweet? Not much, admittedly, but again, it's the connection that matters here. It's the connection with Binance through either CZ or again, that director that really does play into a whole host of possibilities that can, of course, spawn from having these connections. So I wanted to make that very clear. It's not, in life, it's not always what you know. It's not your technical ability. It's who you know. Hey, I can form this connection with you. How would you like to do that? That is big, very, very big. And that's what DeFi, of course, has. Now, some of the numbers behind this project, before we move into actually looking at the technical side of it, how it actually works, this will blow you away. They've been in development for 4 years, and you'll see in a second there's a reason why it's taken so long to get them to market, because it's a very, very comprehensive interface, right? 60 plus team members, and that of course goes hand in hand. You have to have a lot of people to bring such a complicated project to life. 3 million people currently use this. Couldn't believe it. I was like, how did I not know about this? I think it played back into the fact that it hasn't launched yet, and we haven't had the buzz around an actual launch, which I'm going to be participating in. I'll show you guys how I'm going to be buying these tokens with the ICO in a second here. They are connected to 42 networks, as I mentioned before. Guys, you have networks that focus on connecting networks together, interoperability networks, that don't even have this many connections. It's amazing, right? And of course, with that, 42 networks, Matic, Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Moonbeam, and then you have all the applications audited underneath them as well. $1 billion in user funds saved, 5+ centralized exchanges over here, 5,000 scams prevented, 7,000 audits uploaded, and look at this, 12 million issues found. Now, let's put some actual numbers behind those numbers, if you will, right? Let's have a look at the technical aspects of De.fi. So, again, they have the social aspect. I'm not going to touch on the social aspect here today because that's not where the true magic really happens, in my opinion. The true magic happens with the scanner, shield, audits, and of course, the exploring of the yields. So I've gone and created my own account, right? Fair enough. Okay, sweet. So it's got my MetaMask, as you can see here. But now if I go have a look into my shield, it'll tell me, because I've connected my MetaMask wallet here, what I've interacted with, what smart contracts I've signed my keys over to in the past, and it will tell me if they are, as you can see, high risk. You have provided approvals to spend your tokens to these high-risk contracts. I can then revoke access to those. So if you've interacted with, say, Uniswap and Uniswap's hacked, or you've interacted with a really dodgy new sort of protocol, it'll come up here and you can revoke access to that so they can't scam you. They can't withdraw your tokens out of your wallet. Pretty impressive. This is going to save so many people as well, and it will tell you your risk exposure as well. Also, the approved time. Guys, this is pretty important in of itself, right? To access the Shield API, you can do a whole host of things with this as well. But what I truly like about this is the scanner. So if you're someone who researches altcoins, specifically any sort of, DeFi application, look at this. They've scanned 1.5 million contracts. So what I would do if I were you, again, if you're trying to find or you're researching a new project and you want to know if it is safe, secure, or if it's been audited, again, for example, let's type in Pepe here, for example, right? Because again, if you were 12 months ago researching Pepe, you could type it in. I would probably suggest you paste in the contract so you're getting the right project. But let's say it was Pepe on the Ethereum Smart Chain on the Ethereum network. It's going to come up with a few important things here, right? So the DeFi score, so it does rank it out of 100. Okay, so it'll tell you the risk involved. Any attention required to the smart contract. It'll obviously move this needle. Obviously, it's 100 out of 100, so it's a perfect score. But it'll move this around depending on what the score is and where it needs to be sort of improved on. Reputation, social, liquidity, holder, contract. Literally does all the research for you. Token detectors, dump risk, blacklisting, transfer limit. I just can't tell you how impressive this is. Token liquidity analysis. It literally tells you how much is unlocked, how much is locked, burnt, and the owner percentage. If only I had this when I first got into crypto. I mean, the amount of time saved would be incredible. Even now, I don't research DeFi as much anymore. But if I ever do, it's going to be done and used through this here. Again, I would suggest you guys obviously paste in the actual contract itself. Like you can see here, this contract with Pepe, I would just, from CoinMarketCap straight in, you know exactly what altcoin you're getting rather than risking typing the wrong one. Or if you type Pepe in, clicking on the wrong contract, right? It's very, very dangerous. You might do that, okay? So, okay, that's the scanner. We've searched the scanner. We've searched the shield. As you can see over here, they've found 32 million total issues. They've identified over 500,000 risks, tokens, that is, right? And look at this. It's kind of disgusting when you look at it. $77 billion in crypto has been exploited, right? And they've tracked it all. They've even got actually how much in blue here has been recovered from how much has been lost. I'm guessing this one over here might have been the FTX situation as well. So they have it all listed, as you can see here. It's nuts. And this is all on-chain, guys. This is all completely on-chain. And if we actually go over to the home over here, we are able to have all of our networks connected. So for example, they're connected with Binance and a few other centralized exchanges as well. And all those 42 networks, you can sign up to any of your wallets in here. You can connect to any of your wallets, and then it's all in one place. You can then go through here and have a look at your transactions, progress, referral dashboard, if you wanted to obviously refer friends to the application as well. And of course, click into any of these, and then again, have a single place where you can track all of your assets. It's so useful. And again, what the benefit of that is, you can then go into your shield and then find any sort of issues you may have come up with over the course of being in crypto. Again, this was way back over here in 2022, right? So it definitely has it all. As I said before, explore the yields as well. So again, it collaborates all the highest yields in crypto, top stablecoin opportunities as well. So stablecoins are, of course, one of the safest possible yield farming uses over here, 314%. It's just crazy, right? It aggregates it all for you. You can go ahead and put through any filter you wish. If you want, a minimum of 50% APR, it'll find them for you. Opportunities, borrow lending. I am definitely going to be making more videos on this as I do across the time, right? It's just going to save me so much time and stress when I'm researching, right? They also have a rect database, okay? They have audits as well, so you can go through any of these altcoins. You can type in the project itself, as long as they're connected to any of these 42 networks, and it will tell you any sort of, as you can see here, auditor. So we can see consensus diligence and trail of bits, and then all of their, click into it if you want, all of their issues that they have found. As you can see here, proxy contract, exchange contracts, staking contracts, and you can read the reports on those. It's so comprehensive. I mean, guys, do I need to really say more here? I mean, look, it's all in one place. DeFi is again free to use, so you're literally crazy if you're not taking advantage of it. But with that being said, not wasting any more of your time, guys, let me show you how I'm going to be purchasing the token. So it's pretty simple. Of course, I'm going to buy my DeFi tokens because, again, I believe in the project. I believe it's going to do really, really well. And so, of course, the ICO is the best place to do so, right? So there's two different types of vesting plans you can get into, right? First one is 28 cents, so it's a cheaper one, but you have your tokens unlocked on a linear basis. Every single day you have the proportionate linear amount unlocked. So, of course, that, probably is better for someone looking for a long-term position in this project. And then you have this over here, slightly more expensive tokens, but not by much, 3 cents. And you have 30% of the tokens you buy unlocked immediately after its launch, and then you have the remaining 70%, again, unlocked over a 4-month linear daily vest. So in my opinion, this one's probably better for you if you want to take some profits initially, which is something that I would personally want to do. So we can buy with credit card or crypto, ETH, BSC, Arbitrum, or Base. I'm going to buy with my ETH balance over here in USDT. I'm going to buy $250 worth, which is just about 800 odd DeFi tokens, right? So we're going to click buy now, go through the process. I do not want that to happen. I probably would want to cap it out at about, let's just say 275 for slippage. Next, approve, transaction initiated, and we'll run through this process together. Just give me 2 seconds here and we'll wait until it's done. There we go, transaction finished successfully, buy now. So confirm, that was just signing the contract over, of course. Not much, about $4, so that's not too bad at all, especially for Ethereum, right? There we go, successfully joined the DeFi 2.0 round. Says it all right there. Close. Now, of course, on MetaMask yourself, if you wanted to go ahead and, of course, add the token, well, when it does launch, it will automatically go through. You just have to add the contract in from CoinMarketCap, which will then, of course, add your tokens to your MetaMask wallet. So, guys, with that being said, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for DeFi for sponsoring the channel. But, of course, again, I want to point out, while it is a sponsored video, it's a project that actually has extremely good amount of merit. So, that being said, take good care. Talk to you all soon. Bye.